really care anymore. I'm already tired of this fucking game. No. I'm sorry. I cannot handle this game anymore. Just send me a link to the fucking battle, and I'll take a look at it. I'll take a look at the battle. Yeah, easy. For you. Figure most likely it took me 500 tries, 5.5 hours, and literally grinding myself the past 2 hours for, I kid you not, to have literally 100 full restores so I can easily handle these final gyms. And I had to level this up to level 80. Level 80. I've had the hellish amount of time with this game since the 4th part, and had I had a choice to choose to stop playing this game, I would have stopped playing at part 4 when Kickstander had that one battle with that one flower ray that gave me absolute hell. I would have stopped playing at that point. I would have abandoned this game long ago. I'm serious. That's how... No. You know what? You ask more time, I'm gonna ban you from the chat. I'm gonna ban you from the chat. I don't care. Last time you ask, I'm banning you. I'm literally dead fucking serious. I'm sick and tired of Pokemon Clover.
Okay, you may be wondering why I'm in such a negative mood, why this reaction and description was so bad that nearly 24 hours later, after getting 21 dislikes and 151 views, that I ended up wiping out the entire stream series from my channel. There are only 4 places to find proof of me playing it. A single 9-minute highlight, Golden Yoshi Star 1 Rewind 2020, Golden Yoshi Star 1 1000 sub special big video, and Golden Yoshi Star 1 1000 sub Pokemon video directly. All 4 of these are the only proof of me actually streaming the game. Fortunately, I saved all 15 of these streams, so the footage that you see is from backups of these official streams. Let's go back and check out the experiences in the worst Pokemon game, the worst Pokemon fan game that I've ever played. For those who chose to react to my review, please note that I share no disrespect to the creators. Far from how I was 2 years ago. I still hate this game. I just don't share the same thoughts as I did prior to this entire series being snapped from the existence of my YouTube channel. I am going to abridge the entire stream as to avoid discussing non-important stuff. Please give the stream likes, you can comment down below whether you like the game or not, and why you like or dislike the game. Let's cue the intro.
Fuck you!
Seriously! Oh, come on, stop it!
We did it!
Hey, young fellas, how's it going up there?
Let's take a brief look at what various other YouTubers thought about Pokemon Clover.
I'll tell you right now, it's best to experience this game blind, if only for the joy in slowly discovering all the Pokemon by yourself. Let me tell you, this game can legitimately compete with the mainline Pokemon games in terms of scope, quality, structure, and presentation. And in many ways, I'd even say it surpasses them.
If you're looking for a fresh new Pokemon game to tide you over till Pokemon Sword and Shield come out, then definitely give this game a go.
That could just be me being bad at Pokemon as well. Concluding Pokemon Clover, what do I think of the game in the end? The game is extremely challenging, the graphics and music are godlike, and the overall creativity of this game is out of this world. The dialogue in the game is always funny, keeping you interested the whole time, and the overall unethical approach to the game works extremely well in my opinion. It's just too bad that the story isn't all that, and the difficulty is sometimes a bit too much because of all the crazy mechanics, but overall this game is absolutely...
You don't want to sink several dozen hours into a game only to find out it's mediocre. So I'm here to tell you this. Play Pokemon Clover. If I had to describe Pokemon Clover, it's what would happen if your mildly racist uncle that you see once a year at Thanksgiving made one of the most impressive ROM hacks.
It's probably one of the most boundary-pushing ROM hacks of 2020, and I think you guys should be playing it. And what makes Pokemon Clover stick out from your regular run-of-the-mill ROM hack is it features an entire cast of new Pokemon. 386 to be exact.
Have you ever thought about replaying Pokemon Clover since an update for it came out? No, I am not touching that game with the 12-foot barge pole. That game, I did a playthrough of it a while back. I did a Nuzlocke of it, and honestly, that game was very bad for my channel. In fact, almost all of the videos of that series got immediately demonetized, and it almost made me have to quit YouTube. So, not gonna do that. Gonna stay as far away from Pokemon Clover as possible. Also, it's not a fun game to play, in my opinion, as a Nuzlocke. But Patters, it's not supposed to be played as Nuzlocke. I know, shut up, I don't care, I don't want to play it. I don't want to play it, okay? Shut up.
So, I've played several Pokemon ROM hacks, and out of all of them, Pokemon Clover has to be the best one. It's also the most wholesome one as well. It's just so full of content, it's just damn. I've got a huge shortage of words to describe this game.
This is one of the best, and one of my personal favorite fan games I have ever played. So, to answer the question posed before, catch it or run? If you feel like you don't have thick skin, or just can't handle awkward internet culture as a whole, this is one best left alone. But as far as I'm concerned, that's easy. Catch it!
Please check out the reviews after checking out mine. Links to their videos will be in the description below. But as for me, out of these 8 reviews, along with the big Pokemon YouTubers like Hoodlum Callum, Sacred and Mighty, Mog Waimon, Mantigur, Green Typhlosion, Element 12, Instant Kills 225, and probably other YouTubers who have also tackled this game, so many of them have seemed to have such a positive opinion. But what makes their opinions on this game so positive that I was able to let them get tons of views, yet when I did it, despite it being on Twitch, re-upload to my, at the time, less than 500 subscribers, YouTube channel, but it was only the reaction I made on the 15th stream that was so negative that it basically ended up actually causing me to delete the entire series off my platform. Now that I'm actually getting close actually to nearing 2,000 subscribers, I decided to make a review on this game. But instead of ranting about the game, I'm going to discuss my gameplay using my archived footage of this entire series. Join me as we discuss why I removed the game out of all these YouTubers mentioned before and showing their positive responses of the game. Only one of them actually had a negative response. Then again, the guy played a Nuzlocke of the game, so that's kind of sort of different, but even then, it was a negative review nevertheless. This game actually had basically 33 boss battles. It did have more for a post-game, but I never actually played the post-game. I actually quit the game after being the champion. And I actually was done with the game. I started the game by naming myself Yoshi, and the main rival Silver. We meet Professor Stump. Remember him, he is a piece of shit much later on. But for now, this game begins relatively normal. I choose the Fire-type starter, while Silver chooses the Water. I defeat him in the tutorial battle, and then before we leave, town basically, we then thrust to another second major battle. Based against our second rival, Kexandra. Remember her. She becomes a major bitch relatively early on. At least around the 4th stream, which is during her third boss encounter. But this battle is a tutorial fight. She's basically a joke in this fight early on, and then along with some wild battles and the catching Pokemon tutorial and then Wonder Trading. To be completely honest, Wonder Trade was probably the biggest thing that really kind of helped make this game much better for me. Even without it, the game would probably still been a dumpster fire. But there was that only thing, one of the probably only saving graces of the game. So going through basically I don't really know how to translate it, woods basically. We get another rematch against Silver. Battles were actually relatively close, but we still kind of beat him nevertheless. After doing some Wonder Trading with some Pokemon I had, I got a very rare Wonder Trade. A Drool-like Pokemon basically named OO. I don't get why it was named that way, that's just one of the things. It's bonded because one of my mainly used Pokemon I actually used throughout the entirety of this game. and probably actually stuck with it along with my starter and the basic flying bird Pokemon I had. We did some more grind sessions and then also another, wonder trade to get another Pokemon. Then we fight the first gym leader of this game, Brock. Yes, the very same Brock, only this time Brock is a bit more, I guess you could say, rude, to put it kind of bluntly. He's not like the Brock you see in the anime or even the games. He does have only 3 Pokemon though, and the gym theme is the rude sandstorm. The music is catchy, yes. However, going back into it in a way again, I do feel like, if anything for me, like, if you ignore the music type of thing when the game alone, it would not really be anything special. The first Pokemon, basically, Crocker basically out his first Mon, which is basically a Lanchi, and his Chompest is one that gives me the most trouble, and it takes out basically almost the majority of my entire team. And despite actually really fighting really hard, it doesn't get taken down. Crocker basically, the Pronch Pokemon water fighting type Pokemon I have in particular, takes out almost his entire team. And then I get really lucky with a Petal Dance. And then his Arm Thrust doesn't do enough to kind of kill me. To kill my last Pokemon. Now, the only note in particular was I was not able to kind of fully heal myself because all important battles in particular only allowed to use up to 4 healing items, which is, I don't know if I feel about that sort of the gimmick in a way. It's a bit interesting, but I didn't really care for it. But then after that, we didn't fight the first Team Karma, admin, and some grunts, when their leader's Leon. Honestly, I hate to be honest, Leon in both his first and the second encounters is a complete freaking joke. Really, he's like no trouble at all. His other admin in particular is a bigger threat. And trust me, it's a little shit. But I also had metronome early on, so I actually kind of used it quite a bit before I kind of got rid of the whole metronome thing. And I kind of ended it right there. I did do a little bit of a speed up hack so I can actually do one more wonder trade for me. I didn't actually get myself basically almost like a Sparkle that's named Fug XDDD. Basically a pink bear, which you'll kind of see on screen. It probably is really good. It was actually a really good mon for me and actually helped me out for early on for some of the gyms. Then I kind of stopped using it and other stuff type of thing. But the first stream and honestly the first 3 streams are probably, in my opinion, the best of Pokemon Clover. But once we hit basically stream 4, that's actually kind of when my opinions of the game will go kind of from positive to a bit more cynical. Not much happens besides Popeyes and Nala evolving. We enter a cave, and we basically do a copy-paste of Kanto's fossil selection. I choose the Horn Fossil, and before we leave, we fight Kixandra. Unfortunately, we are stuck with only Ala, as never really had a chance to actually revive my full team. I still managed to sweep her luckily, but she had a Mon that was actually a major threat for me. Singlets, a Mon that has a frustrating ability. I forget what it was called, but basically allows any move that actually can attack at least 2 to 5 times to always attack 5 times. It becomes a problem very much later on. Thankfully I still beat it, but it only gets worse from this point on. I do get another one to trade and basically get, well, nothing good. Along with the usual bike, then we fight the then second gym leader. Most of the gym leaders actually will follow the same Kanto route, since it is a fire red leaf green hack, so it makes sense in a way. The second gym leader is Tumblerita, who is basically a rabid feminist. As a water type, she is relatively easy. I did lose her the first time, but I think I was probably underprepared a little bit, so actually when the second time around I beat her, it was much better. She has 4 Pokemon after all. At this point, each gym leader says have either full teams, whatever the champions usually have. So, for most gym leaders in a normal Pokemon game, there'll always be like either 2, 3 Pokemon for the first few battles, and then they'll start having 3 later on, and then maybe near the end, near 4 battles, while the Elite 4 would have 5 and the Champion 6. No, Pokemon Clover does. By the time you fight the 5th or the 6th gym leader, you're fighting off against full teams of 6. Kind of much. we do more wonder trades, and then another speed hack for another wonder trades. And the one we end up getting actually becomes one of the best mons and a major lifesaver. My stream fairly ends average, and then we go back and actually open up the fossil or release the fossil and see whatever it is. Third stream begins, and we shuffle up the snowy mountain. We get a hilarious battle against an A-Lemo. This ends up being entirely a metronome-only battle, and I lose. This is basically the only highlight from Pokemon Clover. One that you actually can see literally on my channel, which I've also linked in the description below. After that, nothing else major happens until a few of our mons evolve. I do catch more mons and name one of them after my now ex-best friend. Mainly as a joke. There's quite a few Pokemon I should name after him a little bit in this game. Mainly sort of as a gag, but like it was. Third gym leader was Electric, named Guy, and hilariously enough, I managed to actually beat him first try. It was a complete fluke I managed to win. This is probably the last of the positive streams. Thank you for watching this stream, and please hit the like button down below, subscribe and share it with others, and comment down below why you like or dislike this game. Share your thoughts. As for YouTubers who probably react to this video, hello, whoever you are, please support whoever it is for reacting to my videos as well as me. I'd probably dwarf them in terms of size anyways, but hey, at least I could do a little something for them. Honestly, this is the first stream where my opinions of the game went downhill, and where I recognized the bullshit this game has to offer. We start off with the Team Karma ship takeover. So many battles later, we reach the top. We get our second rematch against Silver. I do win this battle, but we do get hit with some resets and make this fight take a bit longer. We get stranded, get another starter, that ends up being a fairy rock. I don't know how you say it, I don't really care either way. Some more evolutions, more wonder trades, more battles, and then we hit Cassandra rematch number 2. This match is the match that started the downfall of my thoughts of this game. And it's our first Pokemon Flower, which makes you want to deroot it and basically kind of burn it like a natural tree. 3 minutes of battling her, I finally kick her butt. At this point, if it were me, I'd have quit playing. But instead some people, 3 of them to be exact, told me to keep going. It got so much worse from here on out. First thing to note is that I am not into competitive Pokemon, so Pokemon Clover is more for competitive heavy Pokemon fans. Those 3 people I mentioned all enjoy competitive Pokemon. I'm not mentioning their names at a privacy sake, and also because I don't think I want to give them any credit directly. Nothing major happens besides the usual wonder trade, Pokemon battling, catching, evolving, until an hour to the stream, we rematch Silver a 3rd time. To be honest, the first rival is honestly an easier of the 2 rivals. Off stream I grind against Henginis to grab lucky eggs. I needed to grab a bunch of lucky eggs for grinding, and fight the 4th gym leader Snoop Dogg, a grass type gym leader with a single fire type Pokemon. At this point in time, the gym leaders actually will start to have 5 or 6 Pokemon, and usually one of them in particular will always be another type. This is kind of tricky to figure out in a way. It does get kind of annoying. And I don't actually like this at all. The key thing I really dislike about this game is really how I hate it how Gym Leader has more than one Pokemon of that another type. Now, if it's a rock and there's a ground type with it, or it's like, you know, like Psychic, maybe there's another type. I mean, if it's another type that's actually kind of sort of relatively similar to the other Pokemon type, then it's one thing. Like examples like water, ice, ground, rock, grass, bug, etc. That's fine. But if it's like grass type with a fire type on the opposing team, or water with, or fire with grass and water, or electric with like literally someone having like a maybe a water type on the electric type team, etc. Like for a dark type, you have like a steel or fighting. Yeah, no, that makes it, or like or fighting or a fairy and of sort. That's kind of a problem. I don't like that. But I do lose the first battle and rematch this guy. But the question is, does this game get any better? Hell no. We are diving even deeper into this hellhole. More battles, catching, trading, etc. Until the next major boss fight. We go through what is seemingly the whole meme incorporated building. This tower is a goddamn maze. Round 5 against Silver, fighting to me, defeating him soundly. Thank God. Then we tackle a Team Karma base. This base was extremely frustrating to tackle. Trust me, I do not like spin puzzles. They are annoying as shit. We then battle the second Team Karma admin, Lil Bro. He's a frustrating little shit, but we beat him. Psych-type gym leader is Freddy, who is also a Fairy-type Pokemon. Who else has a Fairy-type Pokemon? I wonder why. 5 Pokemon on the team, yeah. I do beat him on the first try, but honestly, next 2 gym leaders need to be stuck in a duel with Dialga and Palkia and have their existence deleted off the face of the universe. Where are you, Cyrus? I need you. Thank you for watching this stream, and please hit the like button down below, subscribe and share it with others, and comment down below why you like or dislike this game. Share your thoughts. As for YouTubers who probably react to this video, hello, wherever you are, please support whoever it is for reacting to my videos as well as me. I'd probably dwarf them in terms of size anyways, but hey, at least I could do a little something for them. Nearly an hour after doing some battling, we made up with our next boss of this game, the Tex-Mex hero Carlito. This guy is a huge motherfucker. This boss fight took me nearly the entire stream, and his entire stream is the exact same Pokemon, a Sumboludo. I countered by giving myself 5 of them just to counter it all, but then we get knocked by now ex-best friend as a joke. I beat him, but holy shit, this was a fucked up boss battle. This is probably the boss fight of this entire stream. In terms of boss of this streams, we're halfway through the main game, and the suffering gets worse. The strategy I had to use for this fight was literally actually having one of my Pokemon in particular, a dragon fighting type Pokemon I have named Casual, which actually was a Wonder Trade. Actually, literally do bulk up stalling enough to where a point actually wouldn't deal any damage to me, so I can go and start like punching the guy's Pokemon's lights out the entire time. People say this game is great.
I'll tell you right now, it's best to experience this game blind.
You liar!
We start my suffering with our 4th Kixandra fight. Fuck. This bitch is one of the reasons why I hate this game. We do beat her. Before we send this bitch to the Shadow Realm, we tackle a 6th gym leader first. 6 Pokemon, poison types. We lose the initial battle, repeatedly struggle against Kanye. Then we finally kick his ass after an hour and a half of suffering against this bastard. Back at bitch, I mean Kixandra, we kick her ass. But honestly, she is still a little bitch. We had an easy time because we are higher level than her, but honestly, the fact that we actually were forced to fight her to get the Surf TM. I know that if I knew that actually was a way actually to walk on water, I would have done it. Seriously, there should have been a code for that. I could have used it instead and just said screw it. To reach the next island, 7th gym leader, I actually started money grinding spree to kind of sort of catch up. One hour of the constant mindless battles, and then we reached the boss fight. And if Kixandra 3 was the worst boss I faced, and Carlito the most, then the 7th gym leader, Polk, is a demon himself. Worst of all, this boss has a water/grass type Pokemon because of some fucked up lore that he is dating the 2nd gym leader. There is no fucking excuse that he can have a Pokemon that is not of his own. This one Pokemon is not what appears as part of my Golden Star 1 Rewind 2020, and as is what a now ex-friend chose as the best moment. This motherfucker took me nearly the rest of the stream to kick his Nazi looking ass. And that includes me grinding Pokemon my Pokemon's levels. Seriously, what the fuck is this game? And people say this game actually is great. You sit on a throne of lies.
I'll tell you right now, it's best to experience this game blind.
You sit on a throne of lies.
Thank you for watching this stream, and please hit the like button down below, subscribe and share it with others, and comment down below why you like or dislike this game. Share your thoughts. As for YouTubers who probably react to this video, hello, wherever you are, please support whoever it is for reacting to my videos as well as me. I'd probably dwarf them in terms of size anyways, but hey, At least I could do a little something for them. We take on Team Karma and end them once and for all. Cue more spinning puzzles. Why? Why does this game fucking hate me? We take on Admin Leon first. He's honestly a piece of cake. Like seriously, how's he an admin, not like a gym leader? More spinning puzzles and defeating Karma grunts. We retreat back, go do some grinding before solving this hell and tackling the second admin, Lil Bro. Lil Bro, more like you little shit. We were actually level 65, so I grinded up a shit ton. Thanks to that 7th fucking gym leader. This boss took me well over an hour to beat. Holy fuck, we're not even done with this Karma stream. Kaimi is the Team Karma leader. We did fight her early, but honestly I kind of forgot about her. She was kind of forgettable anyway, so yeah, sorry about that. But compared to the piece of shit that was Lil Bro, I was honestly a joke. Oh yeah, then we also fight this final gym leader, Darude. Obviously, since the gym leader theme is Darude Sandstorm, it does make sense that the theme would be based around him. The rest of the streams we taking on this foe, and then we finally beat him. Honestly, compared to the previous gym leader, Darude actually was a nice breeze, which actually was a good thing. Though honestly, if anything, I was already kind of tired of the game anyway, so it didn't really make much sense for me to continue the game at some certain points, but I did. We beat him, now we finally get to go home and prepare for the league. You guys all remember Professor Stump, right? After setting up our team, spending quite a bit of time to grind up our mons, nearly 1 hour into the stream, we get a boss battle against Professor Stump. First off, I was playing this game blind, so this battle caught me off guard. Most people and users in a lot of reviews said I should play this game blind. No. No, 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 no.
I'll tell you right now, it's best to experience this game blind.
You liar!
Don't play this game blind. If you need to, if anything, at least plan ahead for at least what the boss battles are going to be like, and then you play the game, if you do choose to play it. Or suffer. Like me. After losing a few battles, we go back to grind up some more and farm lucky eggs. The bulk of the stream is me spending time grinding it out, for I never end up really tackling the Professor Stump. With the boss battle right now, I needed to be ready. Off screen, I did find and catch a shiny, but a shiny really means nothing to me if I don't like this game. We start the stream the same as the 11th one, only this time I am leveled up a bit more. Holy mother of fucking shit. This boss fight was a hellish nightmare. It took me nearly 2 hours to beat up this reject of a fucking professor. After that, early victory road and preparing my team for the said victory road. We end up right at the final Kickstarter fight. I fight our next stream, only 8 more bosses to go and 3 streams left. Not to mention as well, this game has slowly gone downhill for me. And we are getting going. This game does not get even better. Thank God I quit when I did. Thank you for watching this stream, and please hit the like button down below, subscribe and share it with others, and comment down below why you like or dislike this game. Share your thoughts. As for YouTubers who probably react to this video, hello, wherever you are, please support whoever it is reacting to my videos as well as me. I'd probably dwarf them in terms of size anyways, but hey, at least I could do a little something for them. The stream begins, and it's time for me for the final clash against Kicksandra. To be honest, Kicksandra was such a bitch after her 3rd encounter that I started my dislike of the game. It took 30 minutes to send her ass packing home, but for our victory, we only lost the starter in casual, the dragon basically sending her entire team to the Shadow Realm. I do flip her the bird though. She deserves a bird. Many birds. Same Ella Jackson's apparently our next boss, although I don't really want to count him as a boss because his battle is literally just him just nuking your entire team. And I get really lucky basically. I don't get why he's there in the first place, but it's just a random encounter. Probably would have been funnier early on, but like, I was already kind of tired of the game anyway, so it didn't really matter. I wasn't really laughing. Now it's time for us to tackle the Elite Four. Fair note, I have not been enjoying my experience with this game, so at this point the Elite Four is on its last legs. And I have to almost set up my entire team predetermined in advance. So I had to do this actually in advance, I should not be surprised. Bendova is the first gym leader, Elite Four member, a normal type. We beat him relatively easily. 10 minutes to beat him. Not too hard. Normal type. I mean, pretty freaking easy. Nearly 40 minutes to take him down for the second Elite Four member, Saji, a ghost type member. This is where the Elite Four Pokemon having Pokemon of another type becomes an actual problem for me. Not only have to actually prepare my team, I have to actually plan ahead for these 4 Elite Four members. Tyrone is our third Elite Four member and a Dark type member. Thankfully, it's a complete pushover and was the first try. Final Elite Four member was Saxton Hale, a Fighting type Elite Four member. I spent nearly 30 minutes to defeat him, only for me to actually mess up with some saves and have to refight him again. Though we have to blame the unexpected final rival battle. Silver's final battle is why I ended up having to fight Saxton Hale a second time. Speeding and auto-saving later, we defeat Saxton again. Silver is the last battle of the stream. 20 minutes of resetting bad RNG, we take down Silver once for all. A reward for all this? The final boss of my entire series, the trainer's mom, is the champion. If you notice how we are not at the last stream, you can probably guess whether I won the fight or lost. I lost. Badly. Yup, and because we lost, we have to go back to the beginning and refight the entire Elite Four again. Thankfully, there's no Silver fight again. That's actually the good news. To put this stream into perspective, a near hour and a half of me struggling against the champion, your mom, and my already negative opinion of the game had gone much worse than it was before. It didn't help that the people who were watching it loved my suffering and pain. We swapped our team around and started the grinding montage. We were up our levels to level 80, though I do continue to grind off screen. This game was a competitive game that I fell for hook, line, and sinker. Interestingly enough, this is actually why I avoided Pokemon until the next year when Mr. Dungeon DX released. And plus, I was entirely hesitant on playing Pokemon Renegade Platinum. If you look on my channel, I've actually abandoned Pokemon Renegade Platinum twice. I'm a casual Pokemon fan. That's why I still complain about Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearls, Elite Four, and Champion, and while I still will praise Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphires. When you put it into perspective, don't make the teams for the final battles like competitive. At least, if anything, set it up in a way to where where the rematches are the more competitive style. This would be perfectly fine. The other gym leaders in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl actually have competitive teams, but only after you beat the game, which is perfectly fine. The Elite Four and Champion have competitive teams in the main game. That's not right. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire does it actually perfectly, including Mega Evolution as well. Their team's actually much harder when you refight them again, and it's perfectly fine, and I'm okay with that. But this game, but Pokemon Clover in particular, was probably the sign, in my opinion, where I think Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl would have gone downhill for me, and I would not have liked it as much. But if anything, at least Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl actually was fair with this game and not bullshit like this one. One hour and 20 minutes. The final stream was the shortest, but by this point, I was done with this fucking game. This is the stream where my rant at the beginning actually came to begin. First part of this stream is 10 minutes sped up of money grinding. I edited the video to show all 4 Elite Four members again. With my team being level 80, I was able to breeze my way through these 4. Then we tackled the champion. No saves, we had an autosave. I set 3 of my save states, but honestly, I was done with this game, and I was using save states. Or if I failed again, grind up to level 100. Stream 16 would have been me with a team of level 100 Pokemon, or who was giving up a like in this game. From the time of the video, which is 22:52 to 40 minutes, we finally take out the champion. Although on this stream, the fight took like 20 minutes to win. In actuality, it was actually an hour and a half of suffering, plus of stream 14, plus the 10-15 minutes of stream 3, to get 2+ hours of fighting this bitch of a champion. I knew you thought Cynthia was bad. At least Cynthia took me 5 tries to beat in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. At this point, I'm told there is post-content. Because this game was a horrible experience for me, I just snap. Yes, the text that appears on the stream that I said in my description before does literally say, and this is why you should never make, and even in the whole thing of a thing, the text box reaction, that's why it says you should never let 4chan make a game. That was my opinion when I was playing the game actually initially. I will still play the entire text box reaction from that stream. Alrighty then, after we catch one of the same Pokemon Champion Mom made us suffer against, I snap. The last bit of the stream was me discussing my rant using paint.net. I made a crappy plaque to show us the worst game I have ever streamed. My opinion of this game, since looking at it, has not changed one bit. I was a lot harsher when I had Snap before. But just from the fact that this game basically punishes you for not understanding competitive Pokemon battling, means that you are suffering from day one. Of the 33 bosses that I fought, Kickstarter Fights 3 and 5, Tex-Mex hero Carlito, Gym Leaders Kanye and Polk, Professor Stump, Rival Silver's final encounter, even Snoop Dogg and Freddy were tricky, but that was due to the secondary typing to deal with. Even the Elite Four and Champion were no joke. The biggest fuck you was when the Champion had 1199 Pokemon. Like, why the fuck was that even legal? This game was a suffering nightmare for me, and despite my reaction to the game, there was no way I'd actually ever play this game, or even replay it. You couldn't pay me enough to do this game. There was a reason why this game gained the D rank that I gave it. Heck, I might honestly just give it even an F rank since I did actually play the entire existence of these streams. The backlog footage of these streams won't be uploaded unless people keep requesting it. If enough people requested, I can upload them, but I won't be slapping them on my channel or letting them tarnish it. Also, since you probably are going to be asking, here are the top 10 worst bosses in Pokemon Clover. My opinion. Number 10, Cassandra Fight 3. Her third encounter was a red flag I should have looked at. Number 9, Kanye. A poison-type gym leader with a Pokemon who is a fairy type. This is a major middle finger. Number 8, the entire Elite Four. I cannot group them separately or else they hold 4 slots, so I'm combining the fact that you have to fight all 4 of them while they toy with you on having a Pokemon on their type. Out of the 4 in particular, I would say the worst one probably is the Ghost type one. I forget his name. I can't say his name, but you know what I'm talking about. Number 7, Silver Fight. His final battle. Yeah, right at the very end, Silver becomes a major son of a bitch. Fight me on the stairs to the champion again, motherfucker. I dare you. I'll push you down them. Number 6, Tex-Mex hero Carlito. Okay, this boss was just plain frustrating. One Pokemon, and I had to go for the whole bulk up sweep to kick his ass. Number 5, Cassandra Final. I already hated her after her third encounter, and this boss was just a bitch to deal with. Number 4, Carmen Admin Little Bro. Both encounters. Both his boss fights sucked major big time. Number 3, Polk. the second, 7th gym leader, and in my opinion, should be dropped into a battle against 2 raging legendaries with no Pokemon. And no way to escape. Number 2, Professor Stump. This is why he's seen as the black sheep of the professors at the Pokemon Professor Academy. Nobody likes him, or I don't like him, or people actually like him, but I don't. Number 1, Champion Mom. Yeah, this final battle I fought was the worst battle in Pokemon Clover. Having to grind to level 8 just to defeat her, that's just fucked up. I probably shouldn't share the last 10 to 15 minute rant, but I will.
Ending it here. There's gonna be a whole lot of editing, at least to help changes a video a little bit. I'm gonna edit a whole lot of this video. Especially the first hour and a half or 2 hours of the stream, because no, legit, I'm not exaggerating at all. This game really did not make me enjoy it. Like, did I have fun playing this game? Only in the very beginning. Look at part 4 in particular and compare it to, like, say, look at parts 1 and then compare it to, say, part 2 and look at parts 1, 2 and 3. Then immediately go to part 4 and look how far I go. My enjoyment of this game goes from literally no, Susie, is not you. It's kind of in a sense. Sorry, Susie. I just gotta explain this in a way that it makes sense. The game for me, and I guess I'll show this in the most like in a paint document, which, or at least, if anything, let me go ahead and show a link. But yeah, here we are. You can see probably the screen right now. But this was literally my opinion of this game. And we go right through the different, arcs a little bit. This is basically my graphing thing to show, like, my opinion of this game. And me being really bad at it, okay. It's just a simple program. I don't really care the program in particular. Give me a second to kind of set this up a little bit. But here we go. We'll start off with this game a little bit right now, at the very beginning. First act. First episode was pretty fun. Okay, let me get a bigger brush. I said I need a bigger brush. Here we go. Is during the first part where I'm at 0 A rank. Then second episode, still at A rank. Third episode at A rank. Episode 4 was probably the beginning where I went down to B rank, and probably at least the 5th battle, which was most likely, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna go right back through the playlist so I can remember exactly what happened in each one. Give me a second. Good Pokemon Clover playlist. Part 5 was the 4th gym leader. Then part 5 was, I believe, another thing with, or it was that one event a little bit. Still B rank. More B ranks. Which gym battle was when I did the... Oh yeah, wait, what was episode 6? Oops, I need episode move. Episode 6 round. It took an 8 around a little bit. I need to do that a little bit. 8 was probably when they did that one gym battle, which means 8 and 9 was when I was at C rank. 10, 11, 12. Oh wait, no, 11 was... No, 12 was the battle against the professor, which was a D rank. That's when when it dropped down even more. And even here, it's like faltering at a D rank. However, I play any more streams or play any more after this. If there's ever a 16 plus episode of this game, like, it is at that point where I would legit be at an F. Like, can I move this, please? But basically, it's 16 plus. If I play any more of this game, then it's obviously going to end up like right here almost. So in a sense, looking at this line graph, it goes down almost. Literally, no, I can't really say it as much, but like this is legit, like the graph of Pokemon Clover. Game went downhill for me. The game was not balanced at all. Like, I'm sorry to say this, but it was not balanced. The game really, if the game was more balanced, then a lot of the gym battles would have been far more fair. None of those gym battles were fair. Like, even actually, it said before, Brock was supposed to be very difficult. No doubt about it. Had I fought Brock later on, I probably would have just been like, that's it, I fucking quit type thing. I would have probably actually would have quit. I would have raged probably so badly. I think probably Pokemon Clover was probably the reason why my headset broke. That's why my headset broke. It was Pokemon Clover's fault. It's a solid blame. Because technically I'm not wrong there. But yeah, that's basically my results of Pokemon Clover. Okay, hey, it's a joke. No. It's a little joke. 'Cause I knew my headset was old to begin with. It was gonna be retiring soon enough anyway. Now that part was actually honestly kind of sort of a joke. That was purposely kind of one of those kind of sort of joke type things this time around. Well, at least tomorrow I'm playing A Hat in Time. That game's far more lively. And honestly, I think so far I probably enjoyed A Hat in Time far more than literally, I think, Hollow Knight. I probably actually would have abandoned Hollow Knight as well. But hey, I'll give it an option. Yeah, I'm far more. I mean, I do actually kind of have fun with more so with some of the games that really give you the whole thing. But yeah, here's basically the poll in particular. And off here, if there's a little extra time, a little bit. Thank you guys for watching and understanding. Thank you guys for watching, and anybody who actually came and joined in and probably saw the rant, most likely, or the rage figure, most likely. It's probably just a game that obviously just did not go well for me. In a sea of games that I've played, this was the one game that I probably have to go and look at Chase and say, what the fuck? Honestly, if I had to choose either this game or Resident Evil 4, or even actually play, if I had to choose this, if I had a choice to either play this game more or play Resident Evil 5 with Evie, I'm going to be honest and say this, and I would probably say this, but I'd rather play Resident Evil 5 with Evie than continue this game. No, it's not something I would, and I know how I feel about Resident Evil games, but that is something like probably startling for me. If I'm more willing to play a game I don't like, not play a game I don't like, that's really a bad sign. And that's it for this stream. This is for Pokemon Clover. I'm gonna add the finale. type thing a little bit. And we will see you guys probably for another streams, most likely.
Regardless of what people think, or even what many of these other YouTubers I mentioned above, the 16 plus above, however, many more of them actually praise this game. I will never touch this game again like this again. Even look back at these videos and the number of dislikes I obtained from ranting about this game on the last stream. This game does deserve the moniker of the worst game I've ever streamed, and the worst Pokemon fan game I've ever played. I do not intend to show these 15 streams again, but if I have enough people actually requested on this video, I'll actually upload them onto a separate channel. I'm not going to put them on my main channel because, honestly, I don't want to actually kind of, toxifying it. Not to mention as well, I can't monetize them at all. I don't want to monetize these streams. Only this video will be monetized, but yeah, it's sort of a different thing. I gave this game a D rank, and it was the first D rank game I ever made. To be honest, the simple fact that I had to remove the entire series does warrant it to not be a D rank, but an F rank. And I might just do that maybe even actually around this time anyway. Thank you for joining me on this fairly long review / rant of a video. In the many hours I spent suffering through this game, I could downright say that Pokemon Clover is the worst Pokemon fan game. No, the worst video game. No, the worst game I've ever streamed on my YouTube and Twitch channels. If you're more into competitive Pokemon, this game is 100% for you. If you are a casual, don't even fucking bother with this game. Thank you for watching this stream, and please hit the like button down below, subscribe and share it with others, and comment down below why you like or dislike this game. Share your thoughts. As for YouTubers who probably react to this video, hello, whoever you are, please support whoever it is for reacting to my videos, as well as me. I'd probably dwarf them in terms of size anyways, but hey, at least I could do a little something for them.